Let's go back to basics. I'm going to teach you how to multiply mixed numbers. So let's try multiplying 2.5 multiplied by 1 and 1/4. But first, recall that a mixed number has a whole number and a fraction, right? Now we want to change this into an improper fraction. So how do we do that? Well, you simply multiply the denominator and the whole number, okay? So 2 times 2 is 4, then you add it to the numerator. After you do that, you remove the whole number. So what you get is 1 plus 4 is 5 over 2. And that's basically it. So remember, this works because in 2 wholes, there are 4 halves. And that's why we can put it as plus 4 in our numerator. So let's try doing the actual multiplication. Here we have 2.5, which we know is 5 over 2 from earlier. Multiply that with what? So 1 and 1/4, let's do the same thing. Multiply the denominator and the whole number. So that's 4 times 1, okay? That gives you 4, right? You add it to the numerator. And then you take out this whole number. So all you have now is 1 plus 4, which is 5, over 4. Now it gets really easy once you have these two improper fractions. So all you need to do is multiply both numerators together. So that's 5 times 5 is 25, over, multiply both denominators together, and that becomes 2 times 4 is simply 8. And this is your final answer. Okay, so let's try another example. Here we have 2 and 2/3 multiplied with 3.5, right? So again, same method. These two numbers, we multiply them together. So 3 times 2 is what? That's simply 6. Put it on the numerator, so you add that, then you remove the whole number. So 2 plus 6 is 8, over 3. Okay. Multiply that with what? Same thing, 2 times 3 is 6. Then remove the whole number. So that is 1 plus 6 is 7 over 2. Equals, okay, now 8 times 7 is what? That is simply 56. Over 3 times 2 is 6. Sometimes your teacher would want you to simplify your fractions. And that's simply checking if both the numerator and denominator can be divided by the same number. Here we have an easy tell. They're both even numbers, so they can both be divided by 2. Okay, so let's divide the top part by 2. So this becomes 56 divided by 2 is simply 28. And our denominator will be 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now, can we still divide both numbers by the same number? Not anymore, which means we have the simplest fraction that we can have. So this is our final answer. Let's try one last example just to solidify all our understanding. So I want you to try and do this on your own first. So try pausing the video and then watch how I do it. Okay, so now hopefully you have an answer. Let's change this into an improper fraction again. Multiply these two together and add it on top. So 5 times 1 is 5. Take out the whole number. So this becomes 6 over 5. Multiply this with what? 2 and 1/4. So same thing, 4 times 2 is 8. Add it on top. Remove the whole number. 1 plus 8 is 9 over 4. So this becomes 6 times 9, okay, is 54. 54 over 5 times 4 is 20. So can we divide this by the same number in the numerator and the denominator? Well, actually, yes, we can. We can divide both by 2. So this becomes 54 divided by 2 is 27, over 20 divided by 2 is 10. Can we still divide both numbers by the same number? Nope. So it's already simplified, and so this is our final answer. Hopefully now you know how to easily multiply mixed numbers.